Hello students, welcome back to the course on solutions. So in the previous video we discussed about some type of the solutions which are classified on the basis of osmotic pressure. So there are three types that we have seen in the previous video. Those are hypertonic solutions, hypotonic solutions and isotonic solutions. In the hypertonic solutions, the osmotic pressure of the solution is high, and in hypotonic solutions the osmotic pressure of the solution is low as compared to the other solution, and in isotonic solution the solutions are having same osmotic pressure. So these are the three different types of solutions that are classified on the basis of osmotic pressure that we have discussed in earlier class. Now in today's video, we will discuss about one of the application of osmotic pressure, that is reverse osmosis. Okay, so osmosis that you have already know. What is osmosis? Osmosis means it is the process where the solvent molecules move from lower concentration solution to higher concentration solution. And there you have learnt about osmotic pressure. What does osmotic pressure means? If we consider the two solutions which are separated by a semi-permeable membrane, let us call the two solutions are A and B, and the solvent molecules are moving from A to B. Okay. Now the osmosis process is taking place in this case. Now if I want to stop this osmosis process, okay, ಈಗ ನಾನು ಈ ಆಸ್ಮೋಸಿಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ A to B ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗೋದನ್ನ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ದೆನ್ ಐ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಅಪ್ಲೈ ದಿ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್, ಎಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ at the solution B. Okay, on solution B, when I apply the excess external pressure, then the movement of molecules will stops. Okay, so by applying the excess external pressure on solution B, the osmosis process is prevented. That means the movement of molecules from A to B is prevented. That excess external pressure that is required to just prevent or to just stop the osmosis process is known as osmotic pressure. Okay, ನಾ ಆ ಒಂದು ಆಸ್ಮೋಸಿಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರ ಏನ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ನ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಆಸ್ಮೋಟಿಕ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟಾಪ್, ನಾಟ್ ಮೋರ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್, simply how much pressure is required to stop that osmosis process, that much pressure is to be applied, and that pressure is said to be osmotic pressure. Now instead of applying, now call osmotic pressure is 1.5 bar. Osmotic pressure ಎಷ್ಟದರಿ 1.5 bar pressure apply ಮಾಡೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ತಿಳ್ಕೊರಿ. Then the osmosis process has been stopped. Osmosis process ಏನಾಗೈತಿ, ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಆಗೈತಿ. Now what happens if I further apply more pressure on B side? Means if I apply the excess pressure than osmotic pressure, osmotic pressure ಕಿನನು ಇನ್ನೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರ on solution B side, what will happen? At that moment the solvent molecules will move from B to A. ಆ solvent molecules ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವ್ರಿ? From solution B to solution A. Okay, initially during osmosis the solvent molecules are moving from A to B. Now upon applying osmotic pressure, the osmosis process has been stopped. ಹೌದಾ? ಆಸ್ಮೋಟಿಕ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ A to B ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗೋದು ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ಈಗ ಆಸ್ಮೋಟಿಕ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಕಿನ ಇನ್ನೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರ ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ದಿ ಸಾಲ್ವೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ will start to move from B to A. So the osmosis process has been reversed by applying the external pressure more than osmotic pressure. Osmotic pressure ಕಿನನು ಇನ್ನೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ನ ನೀವು ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾವ್ರಿ, ಫ್ಲೋ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವ. ಆ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ಆಸ್ಮೋಸಿಸ್. ಬೈ ಅಪ್ಲೈಯಿಂಗ್ the external pressure more than osmotic pressure, the reverse of osmosis can be takes place, and that process is said to be reverse osmosis. Okay, and it is defined as when the external pressure applied on the solution is more than osmotic pressure, the solvent flows from the solution to the pure solvent. ಆ ಒಂದು ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟೆಡ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ದಿಂದ ಯಾವ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಕಡೆ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ, ಪ್ಯೂರ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಕಡೆ ಪ್ಯೂರ್ ಸಾಲ್ವೆಂಟ್ ಕಡೆ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ಆಸ್ಮೋಸಿಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ದೆನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಆಸ್ಮೋಸಿಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್? ಏನಪ್ಪ ಆಸ್ಮೋಸಿಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಏನು? ವೈ ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ದಿ ಆಸ್ಮೋಸಿಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್? This reverse osmosis process is mainly found application in desalination of water. ಎದ್ರೊಳಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗತ್ರಿ ಈ ಆಸ್ಮೋಸಿಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್? Desalination of water. Then what is desalination of water? Saline water means it is simply a salt water. That we can also say this sea water or ocean water. Now, when we take the sea water, it is not fit for drink, okay, because it consists of many salts dissolved in it. To remove all those salts which are present in it, we will carry out the reverse osmosis process, and that removal of the salt particles from the water is said to be desalination. Okay, if it consists of the salts, then it is said to be saline water. If these salts are removed from that water, then it is said to be desalination of water. Okay, and then it will find the major application. This can be represented by diagrammatically like this. So at one side I have taken the fresh water, another side I have taken the salt water. If normally, if I kept this container at as usual at normal condition, usually the solvent molecules will move from fresh water to salt water. Okay, at normal condition these two are separated by a semi-permeable membrane which is made up of the cellulose acetate. Cellulose acetate. In purification of water, we will use a semi-permeable membrane made up of cellulose acetate because this is permeable to water molecules. Means ಇದು ವಾಟರ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ರಿ, ತನ್ನ ಥ್ರೂ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. Okay, the pores of those membranes will allow only water molecules to pass through them, and remaining all impurities, they are not allowed to pass through this membrane. Hence we will use the semi-permeable membrane which is made up of cellulose acetate, which is only permeable to water molecules and impermeable to all the other impurities which are present in the water. Okay, now at normal condition, if I simply set up this container like this, one side I have taken fresh water and another side I have taken salt water, and these are separated by a semi-permeable membrane. Now at normal condition, the solvent molecules from fresh water to salt water, they will move. ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವ್ರಿ? ಸಾಲ್ವೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರೆಶ್ ವಾಟರ್ ದಿಂದ ಸಾಲ್ಟ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಕಡೆ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಲೋ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಷನ್ and this is having high concentration. Okay, so osmosis process will takes place. Now I want to reverse that process. ಈಗ ನನಗ ಈ ಸಾಲ್ಟ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಒಳಗಿರುವಂತ ವಾಟರ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಈ ಸೈಡ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ ಬರೋದಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಆಸ್ಮೋಸಿಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ನಡಿಲತ್ತದ್ರಿ? ಫ್ರೆಶ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಟು ಸಾಲ್ಟ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕತ್ತಾವ ವಾಟರ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್. ಬಟ್ ನನಗೇನ್ ಬೇಕು? ಐ ವಾಂಟ್ ಫ್ರೆಶ್ ವಾಟರ್. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡೂ? I have to remove the water molecules from salt water and brought this side. Okay, I need to brought all those water molecules to this fresh water side. Okay, for that what I do is I will apply the osmotic the external pressure more than osmotic pressure. This pipe, it indicates the osmotic pressure. Initially the water molecules are moving from fresh water to salt water. I need to stop that movement. First ಗೆ ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಎಲ್ಲಿಕಂದ್ರೆ ಫ್ರೆಶ್ ವಾಟರ್ನು ಏನಾಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತ್ರಿ? ಸಾಲ್ಟ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. So I need to stop that process. For that I will apply the osmotic pressure on this salt water side. ಈ ಸಾಲ್ಟ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ? ಆಸ್ಮೋಟಿಕ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ನ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಅವಾಗ ಆ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗೋದು ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲೇ? ಫ್ರಮ್ ಫ್ರೆಶ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಟು ಸಾಲ್ಟ್ ವಾಟರ್. ನೌ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡೂ? ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಮೇಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ಸಾಲ್ಟ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಟು ಮೂವ್ ಅಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸೈಡ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಟ್ ಫ್ರೆಶ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಸೈಡ್. ಈಗ ನಾ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ನು ಏನದ ನಂದು ವರ್ಕ್? ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರಿಮೂವ್ ದೀಸ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಸಾಲ್ಟ್ ವಾಟರ್. ಫಾರ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಐ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಅಪ್ಲೈ more pressure than osmotic pressure. When I apply the more pressure than osmotic pressure at this side, then what happens? The water molecules which are present in the salt water, they will start to move from this side to fresh water side, and thus the salt molecules are not able to move, because as I already told you, the cellulose acetate, it is permeable to water molecules only. ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, ಯಾವ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವು? ವಾಟರ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಈ ಸೈಡ್ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವೆ. ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಫ್ರೆಶ್ ವಾಟರ್, and again you will get some more fresh water than salt water, and salt water will remain at this side, and hence the salts will remain at this side, and all the fresh water is taken out from water outlet. ಈ ಸೈಡ್ ದಿಂದ ಆ ಫ್ರೆಶ್ ವಾಟರ್ ನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರ್ರಿ? ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಉಳಿದ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾವು? ಓನ್ಲಿ ಸಾಲ್ಟ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ರಿಮೇನ್ ಅಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸೈಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ only if when you apply the pressure greater than osmotic pressure, and this process is known as a reverse osmosis, and this is the one of the main application of reverse osmosis, that is desalination of water, that is removal of salt molecules from the salt water and to get the fresh water from that sea water. This is the process where we use. If you have already maybe heard about this, some are calling the RO water in advertisements. So what does this RO water means? Kent RO water. Okay, so what does that RO represents? That RO is nothing but reverse osmosis. Means in that filtration unit, they are filtering the water by RO process, that is by reverse osmosis process. So RO water means that water is obtained from reverse osmosis. Okay, so this is one of the important application of reverse osmosis, which is mainly used in purification of water or desalination of water.